You are now locked into the Can't Make This Up podcast with Maiwa Olu, Breezy, and Alfred Allah. A podcast about everything and anything that comes to mind, from crude comedic honesty to deep conversations. There's something for everyone.
€50. Yeah, rough.
My mind doesn't look good.
I don't know why she paid for that one. He's doing Jose Mourinho. Why is this nigga naked?
Yo, man, take this.
Cut the recording.
Sit back, relax, and let us take you into the world of Cmtu.
I have to laugh a little bit. I can't lie.
Oh my god.
Instagram and the people are texting you. Professional people are texting you.
I'll get into it this episode, but I don't believe in social media anymore. God knows. He joined the wrong
Just
Discord.
because you watched that one documentary.
Bro, the documentary is deep. I can't even lie to you. I'll get into it now. Don't worry.
This we've done conspiracy malware already.
Hey, they're here. They're coming. They're here.
Come. We've already had conspiracy malware.
No. This is not even conspiracy malware. This is actually just facts. I can't even lie.
When the stuff that we was posting on the story actually made sense. Like, actually it's true. Like.
And the sad thing is, I know all this information, Alfred, but give it a week, I'll be a bot again.
You can't escape it, can you? Like, unless you just completely live.
Yeah, but
Damn.
it's basically
have a meme
impossible.
page, man.
Yeah, by the way, can you guys see me?
No, you need to click the camera button at the bottom. Are you using your phone right now or your laptop?
I'm using my laptop.
Your laptop.
Try to turn it on, but it's like loading or something. I don't know if that's because of my Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. Wait.
Maybe try leave
and come back.
That usually happens to us as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'll leave.
Who else is here?
Mick, but he's muted right now.
Yeah, can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What's up? How are you?
We're good,
Doing well.
we're chilling. There we go.
Oh, we can see you. Welcome.
Yeah. Hi, what's up, guys?
We're good.
Where's James? Oh my god.
Yeah, so where's James?
Let me text him.
Close to the bed, yeah. I need 40 for the back here.
How are you, Mick?
Hey.
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
CIE.
How long is this gonna be even?
Shouldn't be more than maybe an hour and a half.
That's cool.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think we had 6 people. Actually, no, we had 6 people on episode 50, but that was in person. This is online.
6 people.
6 people, all of us together. The three co-hosts and then 3 yous as well.
Okay. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So try, obviously, because the internet, we won't hear people that well. So just try one mic.
Where were you guys recording? Like when you guys were doing this in real life?
The podcast studios in Dublin. Was the
I didn't even know there was podcast studio.
We didn't know either until we found it. It was very early very late until we found it.
Is it like cheap to use it there?
Nope.
It's peas. Oh my god.
It's peas. I can't lie, but you gotta invest in what you like, you know. You gotta invest in what you want to do. So it's what it is. James, you good? Can you turn your camera? Let me turn this off.
Hello, James, leave and come back because we can't even hear him. I always happens.
Big four. Yeah, sword. What happened to? Oh, he's there.
That's James there.
Oh, yeah, we can see you now.
Hi, James.
Yeah, right, James.
Wait, James, say something.
Say what?
I feel like we can't hear him.
Yo, James, can you hear us?
I don't know what you want me to say, man.
Oh,
Okay,
there.
no. We just couldn't hear you. Just couldn't hear you.
I think he muted himself, yeah.
Okay. Is everyone ready then?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm good.
Ready to go.
So I already said on the podcast to you guys that it's not so much of an interview. It's just kind of just a conversation, a fun conversation to have. All of that.
That's cool.
Just for people to get to know you guys more and just a fun chat. But we will be talking a little bit about why you guys created CIE and whatnot. So yeah, if everyone's good to go, I'll open up the episode now. Are you boys recording? Yeah. Not you guys. The Alfred and Bruno.
Yeah. Oh snap! Yeah. What's that now?
Cool.
Okay. I'm ready.
Bruno, you ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
I clap on 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. Let me get my phone out just so I remember what I'm saying. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of CMTU. I am your host with the most, Mayorski.
Your boy Alfred Alanka, hello.
You know how we do.
And we got some very special guests for this episode today. It's season 3, episode 10. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Michael Abdoy, the founder of CIE.
Hi guys, my name is Fiona Solano. I'm the co-founder of CIE. Oh my god.
Guy left. Guy said I couldn't handle the pressure, you know.
Man just dipped like.
Oh my god, that's how.
I won't lie, man.
No, I was switching to my phone. My
Hello, Wi-Fi, man. It's bad.
Sorry, what did you say, James?
I was switching to my.
That timing was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you can still introduce yourself. So, just say your name, bro.
My name is James Strokes, and I'm the president of Creating Air.
Okay. So, for people who don't know who CIE is, could you give like a brief background on what you guys do, what you guys are trying to do out here in Ireland, and all of that?
Oh my god, sorry. Everybody's just dipping. I'm so confused.
Just keep it going.
Thank
Okay.
you,
Mick, do you want to say what CIE is? Or do you want to say?
Fiona, you can say it.
Okay, CIE is basically like a promotional company that kind of promotes everything in Ireland, not just music, just everything like dancers, makeup artists, food pages, anything you can think of. Like it's kind of like a shop to like find what you're looking for in Ireland. You know what I mean? Because I just noticed that the only promotional pages we kind of have in Ireland is to just do with music or something, but or like dancers or something. So I was like, yeah, I think this is a good idea just to promote everything. And we kind of do it in fun ways. We do live shows, like just make entertaining game shows just to entertain Ireland. You know what I mean? So that's basically what CIE is about, to be honest. Yeah.
Because when me and Fiona were like starting CIE, we're just looking like there's so many like underrated people that don't get the recognition.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously we have like a good enough platform, so we're like, let's actually like do something in Ireland positive. Because back then, I think there's one guy that was slagging the Irish people as well. So it was like, just like had to do something for Ireland, to, like
Was he Irish?
Together and fun.
No, he was like a UK
British.
comedian, and he
UK
was just
guy.
like,
No, them
he was
UK
just
guys.
basically saying like, what is Ireland? Who is Ireland? All this rubbish and everything. And I was like, nah, niggas don't know what talent we have in Ireland. You know what I mean? So we're just like looking for a good base to put Ireland on the map. You know, that one's like, yeah.
I rate that.
Mad.
Thank you.
You guys are consistent. I can't even lie to you. When I saw it, I said, this is actually pretty good. And then like, you know them ones where you're like, you see someone do good and you're like, okay, this is cool. But then like maybe 6 months down the line, you're like, oh right, you might are still doing this. Okay.
I know people are waiting for us to like quit, and like there is times.
It wasn't.
There is times where it gets hard.
It wasn't even them ones I was waiting for you guys to quit. But when I saw you guys still going, I was like, okay, now this is some you boys actually, because I like the general consensus was like, okay, everybody should support. But at the end of the day, people kind of seen this before. But when you guys were consistently doing, I said, nah, you guys, these guys are actually trying to do something out here. So nah, I have to rate it. I can't lie. And like you said, the range is so much. You guys literally try to promote everybody and anybody who's doing good, So I have to rate
that's why
that
it's easy to promote. Like it's just easier. Like there's more. Like see, we have a whole team as well. So like everybody comes up with creative ideas on how to promote different type of things, which is like so we're not just set on one thing. You know what I mean? So I think the page is quite interesting myself, not just because I came up with the idea, but yeah, I think it's a good idea.
It was Fiona who first came up with the proposal for.
No, it was Mick that came to me with the idea, and then I
Okay.
kind of expanded on it, and stuff like that. And then we worked together. We got a team. And it's just it was crazy.
Hope that shit's in the contract when you start making peas because
Don't
when the
worry,
ownership costs going up and down, you want to know who getting percentages and whatnot.
Nah, don't worry,
this
don't
guy
worry.
is
We
so
have our
division, man.
yeah, we have our contracts. We have our contracts, and I me and Mick can't fight over stuff like that.
Yeah.
See the way she had to just say.
This is my one instigator, man.
I'm not the instigator. I'm trying to poke holes. I just like to poke holes. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you did the same thing to us when we started Cmtu. We had no money. You were still saying, man, I'm making same.
Okay, the thing is, yeah. All right. Let me explain this. Yeah. So like when we first started the podcast page, I was like, okay, we're getting views now, yeah. But I don't want to be in situations where we don't know what's going wrong. So I said, okay, general consensus. This is the ownership. But now looking back, that may have even hurt the dynamic between me and Alf, because before it was just me and Alfred. So then later on, we kind of just forgot about it. It is what it is. When the peace come, we'll come to that point. But like,
exactly.
I won't lie.
We're
10 episodes in. We're 10 episodes in. I was doing up Steve Jobs, like, oh, Alfred. So let's start.
So who came up with the idea of the podcast? Was it you?
So it was my way. It was basically me, and I put on my private story talking about it. And then Alfred wanted to join. I was like, that actually could make sense, because I low-key was a bit scared that holding the whole podcast by yourself, especially if it's a comedic podcast, having just one point of view didn't make the most sense. So then we were doing episodes, and Bruno came frequently on, to the point where people were like, you should have Bruno as a permanent guest. And I asked Bruno, and Bruno was like, yeah. No, permanent host. And Bruno was like, yeah, I'll do it too. So it's just been the three of us ever since.
Oh, that makes sense. I understand.
So like, how many people do you have in your team?
My God, like our team has just been through a lot. Like we've had like up to like 30 people on our team. Then we had to cut it down. We were like, nah, there's actually just too much people just here doing nothing. So we cut it down to around like, I think there's, what do you say, 20 in our team? I know that's a bit.
20 on the dot on our team,
Yeah. There's like, it might seem like a lot, but like everybody's kind of doing something, and it's kind of needed. You know what I mean? Like I think everybody should really invest in a promo team. Like once, like if you start up a business, a promo team is very, very essential, because that's what's keeping our clout a little bit up there. Do you know what I mean? Like we have a lot of people constantly reminding people CIE. Do you know what I mean? So no one can forget the name.
For real, because bro, I see your shit everywhere. I'm just like, I like it. And that's the thing, bro. A lot of people don't realize, before people can rate your stuff, you have to rate your own stuff. And it sounds so simple. But like, if you're not overly, but you have to be the main promotion there on your main page, blah, blah, blah. Before you start sending people like, oh, I'd love you if you just support my YouTube channel. But when I see their own stories, they don't even promote it as much. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I have to get over, because sometimes I actually feel like I'm annoying people when I say, guys, new podcast episode, all that.
Yeah,
at the end of the
day, we had that mindset as well, but we got out of that mindset. We were like, that's the whole point. We need to annoy people so people will not forget our name. Like, we want to be remembered. So, yeah,
I get you. And it's a route that we had as well, because we just felt like we were just annoying people at this point. But it's like, bro, if you don't like it, they won't click on it. If they do like it, they eventually will. And what's that? That one time we decided not to post, we could have got like an extra follower, an extra 10 followers. So you know what? Let me click and see what's happening here. So actually, I rate the consistency. That's the main thing I love about CIE right now. You guys are very consistent.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I also like CIE. I just want to let you guys know.
This nigga, bro.
What did you say?
He just said I also like CIE. He didn't develop no note. He just threw it in there.
Oh my days.
Brownie points. Brownie points, you know.
I just wanted to say that. Anyway, go on, continue.
I have nothing to say. Bruno, do you have anything for them? Because we haven't heard from Bruno in a minute. We can't hear you, bro.
Hear you still.
This guy's
pissed off. Check your
leave and come back.
Yeah, just leave and come back, but check your voice settings as well. Oh, he's not even here.
Guys, that's his third time leaving.
Where's James as well? Oh my god.
I'm here, man. Yeah,
guys vibing, man. Let him enjoy his life, man.
Yeah, let him marinate small, man. Let him marinate.
All right, while Bruno's gone, Alfred, do you have any questions for them?
Questions for CIE?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, like, how do your roles go? Because you mentioned that Fiona is co-founder, Mike's founder, and then James is president. So what does the president do? So how does that operate?
Oh my
Right,
god, if
so
he was here, he would explain what. Like, basically,
Let James speak.
wait, do you see him?
James is there. James actually is. His face is actually just there. It's just that you're not seeing none Fiona.
Oh.
God knows I can't see him. I feel like I have to leave and come back. I can't even see
What?
him. Oh,
Fio-
fuck.
I-
I'm gonna.
Can she
I'm
not
gonna
hear
come
me? No.
back.
Maybe she
I-
can,
I-
maybe she couldn't see you.
You
I
guys can
don't
hear
think
me
she
though,
can
yeah?
Yeah, no,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you fine.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Because I was wondering why she was on to James, but I was
Yeah,
like,
I was like, I'm here.
I can see him now. I can see him.
Okay, all
Yes.
good now. Okay. All right. Right. So my job is kind of like slightly lower than the CEOs. Like, I still take on as much as responsibility as they do. Say for example, Mick and Fiona are busy and they need something major handled. I can do that. As opposed to anybody else, making sure that all the jobs are done, everyone's doing what they're supposed to do, all the meetings, I'm making sure that I'm there, especially if they're the important ones. When it comes to ideas and all of that kind of stuff, I make sure it's planned and structured in a right and good way, easy to read, so then it's easier to execute. When we find the place that we're gonna go, do whatever we need to do there, and then we hop out and then just keep working, keep on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. That makes a lot of sense. Very, very like non-specific, but specific enough that you get the idea, but you don't know exactly what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't like. Okay.
do you ever have like maybe a leadership problem where there's like kind of just like ideas clashing and like someone's really like
Yeah.
down to like, no, let's do it this way, and let's do this. The way you guys are smiling, I'm guessing the thing is yes.
Yeah.
Right. We
Yeah,
usually
that's
do
actually.
votes.
What?
We usually do votes like we just like say someone comes up with like Fiona and me come up with an idea, yeah, and like people are like half. We do votes with like the whole team because we have like a head of department and we have like the other team members. So then we do like a vote on like Google Docs, and then we just pick like the best decision. Like we don't really like argue that much. So, oh, I'm gonna do this or do my idea. It doesn't work like that. We do votes.
Democrats.
And say if we're moving
I like it.
as well. We do
Yeah, but
votes.
before that, me and Nick used to have a lot of problems because we have clashing personalities. Like
Yeah,
he might
true.
want to do something one way, and I'm like, well, no, that's a stupid idea. That's not the way to do it. And I'm like, oh, let's do it my way, and then it just clashes. You know what I mean? But we're like, no, you know what? Let's just put it in the group chat. Let's do Google Docs. Let's have it the fair way instead of me and him just arguing back and forth. So that's how we basically do it at this point. Yeah.
I have a question.
Why are you putting
What
your
was
hand
your
up?
hand
It's
up?
not.
This is your show, fam.
Yeah. At first I thought he was checking. Way people
I
like
was like, what?
they try to focus their camera something like that, but the nigga actually, oh, guys, our podcast, man.
So like, who's the HR manager? So let's say
What?
who's the HR manager? So let's say I have complaints against someone, and they're harassing me, they're bullying me. Who do I complain to so I can get the
Bruh.
issue resolved?
They would go to Anita.
Yeah, she wasn't even like, we don't even have one, but we just have that person that's like kind of like the mom of the group that you go to her and she kind of sorts everything out.
She's
You know what I
friendly
mean?
with
Or
everybody. Yeah,
yeah, definitely. She's
That's
like,
it's either Anita or Precious, because Precious is like the manager of the team. Like,
yeah,
they have a problem, they go to her. But like we don't really
Yeah.
have that much arguments. Like not.
nah, CIE is a really good family. Like it's always smooth, barely any. I can't name up to more than 3 fights we've had. You know what I mean? Like every day, good vibes, motivating each other. Yeah.
Mick is making face down below you, so I don't know.
He's probably just clashing our personal fights with the group, but that has nothing to do with CIE still. But yeah.
Listen, the fact that there is discourse there shows that it's healthy. People are actually putting out their opinions, and it's not just one guy bulldozing through. Because what happens with a lot of people is that they might, after a while, they might become submissive, and then it just turns into one guy or one girl who just rams their ideas through, and everyone just goes along with it, even though they know that it might not do well. So the fact that you can at least say that there is discourse is healthy, and honestly, because there was a few times I looked at Alfred looked at Bruno, and they said, I'll actually drop this podcast right now if you boys don't.
I'm so dead. That's how we feel most of the time.
Yeah,
It gets like that. Yeah.
Gets like that. Yeah.
Nah, for real. One thing I wanted to talk about is obviously because you guys are like the guys when it comes to like people trying to come up in Ireland. Do you ever feel like us as an Irish community, especially as a Black Irish community, we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot in terms of limiting ourselves in the entertainment industry?
I say to an extent. I don't want to say wholeheartedly and completely because everyone has different reasons for why they do the things they do. I don't want to generalize anyone because nobody wants to be generalized themselves. But I feel like everyone wants to succeed. So in that aspect, I wouldn't say so. But nobody else wants to see somebody else be successful before them.
Weird.
Yeah, so there's kind of like a little gray area there. I don't want to generalize anything, but I feel like in a thing like that, nobody wants to clap for somebody else. If you see someone doing good before you, clap for them, especially if they're your friend, because more time they can see what you're doing and eventually pull you up with them or pave a way for you to achieve certain thing or go to a certain part. You know what I mean? Let me just give a rough example of something I remembered. When Soldier Boy was popping. Every artist was, at his house all the time, and Quavo met Travis Scott in his house, and arguably both of them are much more popular than Soldier Boy now because of Soldier Boy. That's why the music industry is what it is now. You know what I mean?
Them ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
You're one of those.
You're one of those.
Soldier Boy fans. No,
no.
it's
I
true.
don't
He's
rate
not even a
Soldier
Soldier
Boy.
Boy fan. He's a Travis
I don't
Scott
rate
fan.
Soldier Boy. Yeah, I don't rate Soldier Boy, but I mean,
Travis Scott? Okay.
yeah.
I swear it's a devil worship, no?
Well, at this point,
No,
you can
not
point
doing
fingers
that,
at
man.
nearly everybody in that celebrity industry that have done some real. There's from Lil Nas X to Lil Uzi Vert to all this rubbish. So
I
I
won't
can't
lie.
lie.
This Mike is sounding like my dad right now. I don't like it.
Who?
Mike is sounding like my dad right now, and I don't like it. So
Listen, yeah, it's the ones that point at people the most about this whole music thing. That if you check the Spotify playlist, it's a bit higgy. But for real,
What did you guys think of the Lil Nas X video? Actually, did you guys watch it?
so we talked about it last week. Yeah, and Bruno's coming
really?
Bruno's coming after our next. And okay, Alfred, no, you say what we basically said last week.
basically, we said that like the whole general concept of the video actually makes a lot of sense. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was
obviously
thinking.
he being a gay black man has experienced a lot of homophobia, a lot of racism for his identity. So him like showing him breaking away and claiming it and going to hell, claiming the idea that if you're a sinner, you're going to go to hell is honestly, it honestly makes a lot of sense artistically. Like the whole shoe was pushing it. Let's be fair, but the video itself actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I get where he's coming from, to be honest. But obviously, it was a bit like, what the fuck? But yeah, I actually don't. Who am I to judge? I'm nobody to judge. Let him do his thing. Let him get his bag.
But Bruno was doing up past Toby, and he said, it's satanic. You shouldn't be watching this. This and that. Oh, he left again for him to retaliate.
It is, yeah. But then,
what's wrong with his Wi-Fi? Oh my god.
I don't know.
I mean, like, if you're saying that, if you just focus, if you go on to place that as satanic, there's a lot of things that are satanic or we're indulging and we don't.
Yeah, we don't even know.
We don't clock it.
The only problem, like, I don't really have a problem with the video. He's embracing what's going to happen because of his actions. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why people are mad about that. That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. For real.
Yeah. So, but with everyone else, and they're like, oh, yeah, Uzi this, Playboy Carti this. Yeah. You know what I mean? They support everything else that's not so subtle in your face. But you know exactly what it is when you look into it. But something that's blatant, they're like, no, you know what I mean? Come on.
It's very selective. That's what you're saying.
It's
not consistent. They don't keep the same energy with everybody.
No.
It's just because they don't like Lil Nas X. That's why they're bringing him down. But if you lose,
I actually like to. But not saying that.
Listen, I think the nigga's funny. I can't even. I think
he's so funny.
He's a troll, man.
Actually, one of my favorite TikTokers.
And he's very, very good at playing off people's energy. When all these American pastors and all were reacting to all these videos, he was just getting their videos and doing duets. That's exactly what he wanted. So I was like, you boys are actually playing into his trap if you're going on YouTube videos, dropping videos and like, oh, don't watch him, this and that, because he's just gonna meme your video.
In his bag, like,
Nah, and I know the guy's eating right now. I know he's getting peas because I'm pretty sure that song he got like #1 in UK already. So I was just he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But going back on what I said before about the shooting yourself in the foot, what are you boys, Fiona and Mick? What's your take on it when it comes to just like Irish people? Because I feel like sometimes, just expanding on what James said, I feel like it's kind of like a crabs in a barrel mentality, where it's kind of like when someone's trying to make it out, you're dragging him down and this and that. And they always have little tiny things to say. Like when Officer blew up, at the beginning it was positive. And then people start trying to bring out points that I was like, okay, it's not that relevant. Like, okay, somebody will get angry at him because, he says he puts on like an English accent, right? And I was like, bro, at the end of the day, he's an Irishman who is making it in the music industry. And his songs, I believe they're really good. So regardless of what the other little details you think there is, because there's little details for every single artist at the end of the day, it's just because when you see happen in Ireland, you want to put like a fine lens on it. I was like, bro, it's not that deep.
I do feel like what's it called? Ireland is a country of like a lot of sheeps. Like I feel like people just kind of like follow the crowd and whatever is popping. Like you just I fuck with that too. Do you know them ones? But like I just feel like I don't know. I feel like nobody wants to admit that they're like fans of people that are actually
that in Ireland. Oh my
like
days.
like them ones like it's just like when you're naming your favorite artists, you're going to start naming like Lil Durk, NBA Youngboy, blah blah. But you would like if you actually focus someone's music in Ireland, you won't say Office Hour. Like I don't know, people might say Office Hour, but like maybe little artists, you won't say their name because it sounds weird because you could just see them in Tesco or something like that. I feel like people have too much pride to admit that. I actually fuck with them or something just because we live in the same country. I don't know. Ireland is a small country, so I don't know. People's mindset is weird here, and I'm gonna say the same thing as well because my mindset can be a little bit weird, and I don't know why. I just feel like I actually don't know why. I don't know why Ireland's like this at all, but I really do hope it changes.
I get what you're saying.
Ireland is some places of Ireland like it's like take on the negative and just just keep doing your thing.
Sorry,
okay, Optimus Prime.
Sorry, Mick. Can you go again? What you said?
I just said like. It's like connected, like it's like speaking on James, what you're saying as well. Like there's some parts of Ireland are negative, like like people would see some artists like as Fiona said that are doing well. Like you wouldn't really say their names. You go to America or UK, but some people would be like playing like like some A92 songs, some AV9. And like they wouldn't like say, oh, these are my favorite artists. You get me? Like just follow the sheep. Like people in Ireland, we need to like start like supporting each other as one. Like in this country, like first, as one of my friends in the music industry said, like once everyone in Ireland starts supporting each other as one, we can actually grow together. We don't need UK. We don't need to go to England to do grime daily. Let's do it on Derfak or New Air or CIE.
Our country can be the next big thing, to be honest.
Like the reason why I asked that is because like for a lot of these artists that blew up, they had to use like UK infrastructure. Like Offset had to use like Grime Daily. He had to put his music on there for people to actually buy with it. Even in Ireland, like it had to go from starting UK, then come back to Ireland. You get what I'm saying? Then it blew up in Ireland, then it blew up like in UK as well. So do you think like Ireland, we can invest in that kind of infrastructure that will allow any kind of artists, but specifically artists?
JB2 did that. So he got like how many views? What's it called, Fiona? How many in the shares? JB2. They got 1.7 million views on Derfak TV. And I forgot the name of it. You probably heard it. What's it called? It's the freestyle. How many affiliates? Have you heard that before? No.
Oh, JB2, yeah. JB2. He's the one that kind of started.
He's the one that actually he's the one and Chucks that actually started off the Irish industry because they did that song. Where they put it on was like. Press Play was an English channel, but then they brought it back to Derfak. JB2 was working with the Derfak boys, Hollywood boys. They were doing numbers, hitting like more like 700K one of these songs and all that kind of stuff. But I think that Ireland can actually do it themselves. Like I like say they go to like Offset did like what song did you do again? It was Naruto Drillings. They did that on
Drillings,
Mixtape Madness that got like 1 point something, and then he did it again with featuring KSI, and then like you've seen him start doing stuff on his own channel as well, growing his own channel as well, or going to like he does some stuff with like therefore he helps like the industry as well. I just really think that Ireland should actually just come together as one. We don't need to be independent.
Do you know what it is? I feel like there's two audiences in Ireland. Like I feel like there's that audience for like I wouldn't say drill, but there's just that audience that like the black community are looking at. But there's actually another like audience for like to get onto like RTE, and I don't know what the audience are called, but like it's kind of more like
it's literally everything but drill because you can see people like you can literally see people like Monjola or someone like
Yeah.
Erica Cody, who is not
Soleil, all of them
Soleil.
people,
And
yeah.
those are the like I wish Bruno was here to explain on them more, but he said it like low key. Because of our small, you have to realize our population of Black people in Ireland is actually very, very low. If you really, really want to touch the masses like you want to, you
Be
do
going
low
to
key have
full
to,
audience
you have
people.
to like, yeah. I'm not saying completely commercialize yourself for the white people, but like you also have to keep in mind that you're making music for Irish people, and that includes Black,
Irish people,
white,
not just
and they're doing that, so it makes it very easy for platforms like RTE and 2FM to actually put them on and say, yeah, these guys are actually doing good. Here's some artists you haven't heard of before.
No cap, yeah. Like to get on the radio and everything, you need to obviously have like white fans and everything like that.
And
But I
also,
feel like a lot of people are just. What'd you say?
It's just another point I just had there, and also like, we can tell if when you're not proud of where you're from through your music. If you listen to that song Cello called Dublin, he's dropping bars from about Bus 13 that just makes it really relatable for me and other people and this and that. And it's just like you can tell that he's Irish, homegrown. He's not trying to be anybody else but Irish. But at the same time, he's Black. And I can see that through. It's very authentic. So it makes, if we have more music like Cello's making out there, I think we could get to that place. But I said, it's very, very hard because our population is so small. We have to realize that. It's something like England.
I have to ask. Do we want like authentic Irish artists, or do you want like popular mainstream artists? Because if you look at people like Drake, like that guy's a Canadian artist, but he uses American flows, he uses UK flows, he mixes and matches all the time. Like often, even for me, I'm not into music that much, and I thought that guy was American through and through. It wasn't until like I got into it and I looked into his background that I found out that he was Canadian. So similar to Tory Lanez, man, I honestly wouldn't have known he was Canadian unless he shouted it like one of his verses. But like with his flow, you think
hey, Tory Lanez is Canadian.
Yeah. That's exactly my point, man. So do we want like mainstream artists like people like Drake or Tory Lanez to like grow to the mainstream to get more attention for Ireland, or do you want authentic Irish artists because they will be limited to people in Ireland? You get me? Unless they're exceptionally good, they will be limited to the population in Ireland.
So I think it's up to the artists themselves, you know. If they primarily want to make music for Ireland, they're going to stay with Ireland. If they want to make music for the masses, they're going to go down whatever route they want to go down. You know what I mean?
What would be better for the Irish community? What would be better for the Irish music or the Irish, like any kind of...
Because you see the song that Cello dropped about Dublin and everything. I just feel like, would Americans really listen to that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't relate to it. I feel like people should just make songs for everybody. I don't know how if that's possible, but just something that everyone can relate to. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, because like Americans won't listen to that song.
I hear that, but then again, it does come back to the art. It's just like being a content creator or YouTuber. You're not gonna do things that you don't want to do because everyone else tells you to do it. You know what I mean? You're gonna do what you want to do. If you want to make music for the masses, you're gonna do whatever you like. And I don't think it's up to the Irish people to say, "Oh, because you're putting on an American accent or a British accent or this or that, you're running away from whatever." No, go get your bag. Forget about what everyone else is saying. You know what I mean? It's up to the artists themselves. I don't think it's up to anyone else or anyone else to say what they should do.
I get that. I just realized that it's not everybody that does the exact same thing. There's people that just want to stick to only catering to their audience in Ireland, then do that. If someone wants to be more commercialized, then do that. And through that, everyone doing their own thing, then I guess that would make all of us raise up as a whole, rather than, us just streamlining ourselves to like, okay, we need to focus on just supporting Irish people, and then hopefully just Irish people will rate us. Like, everyone just do their own thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I just don't think it's like sustainable to like keep your audience mainly in Ireland and then try to blow for it. Because if you look at like the big like late night like guests, the show hosts in Ireland, we only have one, Ryan Tuberty. If you look at America, you have Trevor Noah, you have Jimmy Fallon, you have because of their population size, they can have a lot more people in power in different positions like that. But Ireland is very, very limited. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's like sustainable, like to have that kind of, okay, I'm only going to look after my Irish population. I think you kind of need to diversify. You need to go into UK like Officer's doing, or hopefully go in America, which will make you known properly.
Well, I think like you know how when I mean like just cater for your people, it's not like you're putting a disclaimer like only for Irish people. I feel like you just doing you will eventually, because we're so close, you'll eventually tap into that English audience naturally rather than you forcing it. You get me? The same way, like we've
Interesting.
just been following English creators and whatnot. I feel like if we just keep on focusing on what we're doing, we'll eventually get there. Some people like Victoria Adeyinka has just been grinding and doing her own thing, but she's just gone. Like she's gone.
She's
But
gone.
like if we get people more like that who just keep on doing their thing, I think we'll naturally just get audiences from different countries rather than forcing it. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
I
I feel
feel
like
like
that's sorry, what do
no,
you want
go
to
on,
speak?
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Like
Go
I feel
ahead.
like Ireland, like obviously I think this is just the beginning of the future of Ireland. Like I feel like when people are like making music or doing content, they're thinking America or UK because that's where the most money is at. Like if you're big here, you won't be really making as much money as you can like with America. And I feel like in the future in Ireland, like you can make like I don't know, I just see Ireland like being as big as America. Like I know that's a stretch, but I really do feel like Ireland has that potential to be like be doing like big award shows like like the Grammys or Oscars. I know, I know, but
I rate the
it's a stretch,
I
bro.
rate the manifestation still.
But
I
I
that's
really do think this is just the beginning.
Aim high in life, get what you want. Yeah.
say that again, Mick.
So you have to aim high in life to get what you want. You get me? Like actually, I really see that happening as well. You get me? Like I really see like Darius seeing like Officer and all the boys A92 doing well. Vicky as well with TikTok. There's other people as well. People going from like playing from Kevin is coming up there and they're really like people actually get here now, and that's good. That's really good to like you see. We just need to keep it up, keep getting more people out there, and Ireland will just grow by himself. Ireland will grow by himself. But
100%.
just the negative people sometimes. You just
Yeah,
need
we
to like
really need to somehow chill. That's what CIE is kind of trying to do as well, change everyone's mindset. Like I don't know. I just feel like CIE really has the potential to just make everyone just like come together and just support everyone because
come to
before
fun. Yeah.
CIE, yeah, like the beginning of CIE, I feel like everybody was just supporting each other, supporting. Then again, it started slacking down a bit, but I feel like we still have the potential to influence people to just become more supportive.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
I have a
I feel
question as
like it could be a double-edged sword when you continue to support because do you ever feel like sometimes you forget that there should be some sort of a quality margin when you want to promote someone's stuff? Because there's a few times I've seen other promotion pages promote something and like in my heart of hearts I'm like, I understand that you're trying to like promote Irish content, but I personally
It
don't feel
wasn't
like
really
it's up
good
to it.
though.
Yeah, was it really good though? And then you fall into the trap of people thinking that like, oh, people are going to promote my stuff anyway. Oh, I'm getting views, but it really is just people just like blindly like promoting rather than them actually enjoying your content and you actually wanting to level up your content and whatnot and getting to the stage where
Yeah.
you get big throughout promotion.
But then again, who's like who?
let James speak.
Was he speaking? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't
Sorry,
hear him.
me personally, I just think like everyone is dust when they start. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I feel like with the more you do something, the better, the more you improve, the more eyes on you, the more pressure you'd feel to perfect what you've done before, do better than what you've done before. So even if something's promoted and people don't really like it, I don't have a problem with that because again, everyone was dust when they started. People who publicly speak, they weren't certainly good when they started. You know what I mean? Some people were stuttering, some people were like, you know what I mean. But the more you do something, the better you become. So even if it's music and it's dust, keep at it. Because you literally take one song for you to blow. Look back to Lil Nas X, Old Town Road blew him up. Soldier Boy, that song blew him. You know what I mean? It would take one song for you to blow. So I mean, even if people say your stuff is dust, just keep at it. You know what I mean? You hit it one time.
I get that 100%, but I feel like sometimes people might have that mentality that because they're getting the views from people just like blindly promoting, they might get complacent and they don't have that drive to continue to level up their content, and then they're kind of at a stalemate. And then after a while, even the people that keep on promoting your stuff, people kind of cop like, yeah, this guy's just not it, and then they'll be wondering why, like, oh, but people were enjoying my content before, what's going on here? And it's gonna take somebody with a big heart to sound like, bro, I won't lie. From the beginning, you needed to keep on leveling up, and you kind of just stay that you got complacent because you saw the views were there, but it wasn't really fans. It was just people just trying to support.
I think it's just down to the people you have around you, to be honest. If you have good friends around you, they'll tell you or keep motivating or keep pushing you to keep doing what you need to do. They won't let you get complacent, especially if they believe in the vision that you have. I think it's really down to the friends that you have.
You see.
Yo, Fiona, what did you want to say? Sorry for cutting you off like that.
Yeah, at the same time, like pages like ours, like who are we to like judge? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like we should just promote everyone because some people might not like it, some people might like it. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody has their own taste, their own opinion. So I just feel like our company isn't someone that we won't post you if you're not good. Do you know what I mean? Like if because we like who are do you know what I mean? Like who are
Nah,
we?
yeah,
Like
I
if you
get
just
that. I
post
do
it,
get that.
someone else can like it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really deep that like that. Like
But on the other side,
quality
yeah,
and
like
everything.
if you don't have like good quality like music or good quality services, dances that you're posting, it's going to reflect badly on your page because people are going to start associating that level of quality with you. So I'm not saying that you need like star level quality, but there needs to be some kind of standard. You know, okay, this person has put effort, this person has shown it. I may not like it per se, but I can get why people like it, so that it doesn't like reflect badly on your page. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. That's true. I never thought about it like that, which something I have to like look into. But before I was just thinking like, yeah, who the hell am I to judge? You know what I mean? Like someone's piece of cake might not be my piece of cake. I don't know.
And how does it work now? Do people just still send you their stuff through Instagram DMs and you just promote it, or
The work started again like a little bit like more hectic after we like reached a certain amount of followers. So we decided to like start doing paid promotions instead. So like the money doesn't go to any of us, to be honest. It kind of goes towards the company. Like we do projects with that money. Do you know what I mean? Like YouTube videos and stuff like that. But what was it called? We also like we do give people recognition. Like what's that thing called? What's that award that we do every month? Yeah.
Grandma. Yeah, and it's
I
a
can't even say it
CIE.
in Irish.
It's a monthly thing.
wait?
Like, we look around.
Can you repeat that again, Mick? Because you're kind of cutting off right now. Sorry, Fiona. Could you like do a small just recap on
Summary,
on the
what he
award thing,
said.
because Mick was cutting off a lot, so the recording
Yeah.
won't catch it.
What he was trying to say is that we do an award every month. Like I don't know how to pronounce it. It's an Irish award where like we recognize people that are like, you know, doing really, really well like in that month, you know what I mean? And then we send them like a set of questions and they give us their story about their lives, and then we post them on the website on our page. And what else do we don't only do paid promotion. Sometimes we just promote people out of the blue, or people text us like, say if you're releasing the music like this Friday, they'll be like, oh, I'm releasing my song this Friday, can you promote it? And obviously we're gonna have to charge for that, because obviously if you want your music to get out there as well, you're gonna need to like invest in your music to like, you know, get to a certain amount of audience. So yeah, we do. But what's the other thing that we do? We do like life day in the life of like artists, dancers, and producers on Snapchat as well. So there's other like type of free promotions we do, and then we do paid promotion. So it's a mixture of everything, you know.
Okay, I like the business model. At least you guys seem like you know what you guys are doing. I rate
Yeah.
you. I rate you. Bro, I even deep the merch. I see the merch on James.
Oh,
Mad.
Mick is not wearing his today, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Fiona's wearing his. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's slide promo. Okay. I work.
Yeah, slide promo.
Is this someone people can copy like online, or is it just for the staff?
We're currently working on the merch right now, so like maybe like next month we'll drop release. We're just gonna like get models to model for us, so then we can start selling them. Yeah.
I don't want no simple design though. Like I can't stand those.
Don't worry, they're
like this.
It's not really simple because like, you know, we have like the Irish flag somehow here. I don't know. I just don't know. What would it be too
I like it.
like? It's a little simple but effective. It's not. You see, the Arab merch is not something that you can wear to a party. Something just to rep the country. If you get me.
Yeah, I
feel like it's just like
okay, that makes sense.
A repping outfit. Yeah.
Bruno, do you have any questions for them?
No, I missed most of that conversation because my mic wasn't working. So I don't.
Nah, it's calm. It's calm. One thing I wanted to talk about was like social media as a whole, right? Because obviously you guys were not there, but while we were just waiting for you guys, I was talking about this documentary called Social Dilemma from what I watched yesterday, and it made me want to completely even just delete all my social medias completely, like how people just collect data and whatnot. And this is just more so like a question to the youth, relating to the youth and whatnot. And obviously this is like probably a very simple question that you guys answer, but I want to, you know, expand on it. Do you feel like as a community we substitute communication through social media rather than in like interpersonal relationships and conversations and whatnot?
100%. 100%. I feel like people have a lot more confidence behind the screen than they would in person. You know what I mean? And I feel like social media is just as effective as drugs. It is a drug. First thing you do when you wake up is look at your phone. How many notifications I have? You put it in order which one you're gonna reply to first. Last thing you look at is your phone. You know what I mean? You're on your phone more often than you're doing anything else. You're going bathroom, you're on your phone. You know what I mean? I was even looking at it there a couple of weeks ago actually, that going back 10 years or so, we used to do things without the internet. You know what I mean? We'd use our mind more, we'd go outside, we'd play, we'd do this. But now if the internet went out, we had no 3G, we'll go crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me that isn't an addiction. We are addicted to it. I watched that Social Dilemma and I was like, oh, this is crazy. Went to bed, did the exact same thing the next day.
That's what I said. I said,
you know what I mean?
Even though you know the problem is there, acting as if the first thing I did today was not try look where my phone is, this and that.
Exactly.
After I watched the documentary, I went to go charge my phone in the other room, but it didn't stop me from going to look for that phone. It's on Netflix, yeah. Honestly,
yeah.
And the scary
thing called?
Sorry, it's called Social Dilemma. The scariest thing from that documentary, not trying to spoil too much, is what people can do politically through social media, because it showed like a little mini example of what could happen if, like, so basically what happens, right? Say how YouTube is, right? You just click on a video, right? And they see that you like a certain video, so then they put you down a rabbit hole of that video and making you align with everything to do with that video in terms of politics and whatnot. So something that you didn't even feel that strongly about, they're pushing all these videos towards you, so they put you on the extreme here. So now they know that you are of this like political party or whatnot. So then they can sell that data to whatever company they need to, be part of that political company, and then bash your heads together. So the main consensus was that literally people can cause a civil war in countries just by you watch on YouTube, and you will never even know that you were even controlled the whole time. And that made like I shivered down my spine. I was like, oh my god.
And even more subtle one is TikTok. You like one video and everything on your For You page is basically around that, or it's in case a bubble of what you just liked. Everything comes down. There's nothing more different than that. What you like is exactly what you see, and they force that down your throat.
That is so scary. I'm not gonna lie.
But it's not forcing down the throat, because, like, especially with TikTok, they use like an AI algorithm to get your feed like right. So because they know you're going to like this content, they give you that content. Is that them forcing you? Because you're the one that actually likes them. For them to get that set in the first place, you're the one that likes that comment, likes that kind of thing.
But then again, they keep that in your face, like you know what I mean?
It's more so that it's not regulated. No company should have such power to make you addicted to a certain piece of content and make you like think a certain way. They're literally manipulating how you think if they really, really wanted to, because they find what you like a little bit and then they make you an extremist about that certain thing.
That's marketing in general, though. Like,
I know. And the guy explained it as like, he's not saying it's a little change. You literally have to restructure someone's whole business model. And as a businessman, you're not going to want to do that, because now that's a lot of work. And whatever we're going to try to do to make a positive change towards this, it has to still align with their pockets, because at the end of the day, they're not going to do anything that makes them less rich. You get what I'm saying? At all. And it's just not going to happen. So I was like, that's why I was like, I don't think this is going to help. I don't know what we're going to do to even fix this, because the more and more we let this thing go on, the smarter the AI.
I don't think there's any fixing it, to be honest. It's like, actually, how I knew it started to be a problem, like, you ever get when you look up something on Google and you see it on YouTube ads, on Instagram, exactly what you looked up?
Yeah, the cookies.
Them cookies. Like, no, them cookies.
Those cookies, man. I'd be accepting cookies, not
they put this nice word over it.
You can't deny, like, they force you, like.
Oh my god. That's just actually scary. They put this nice word named cookies after it, so you don't think it's that deep. For low-key, they might as well just say, bro, would you like us to sell your data to all these companies so you get pushed all these marketing ideas, whatnot? Because I was really talking to my friend about, I want to get a projector because I saw it on TikTok. It kind of looks lit. When I was scrolling through YouTube, I saw ads of projector ads. I was seeing, if you don't have a TV, you should invest in a projector. I was like, nah, boys.
They got you.
They got you. And guess what? Where is it? I bought it.
You bought it?
Where's it gone?
They grabbed
Sorry,
I
give me a
call
second.
the system, man. We all are though.
I want a projector as well. What the hell? That's way like cheaper to save money or something.
I won't like no more TV
Wait, how much
license.
is the
now.
projector?
No more TV license.
Yeah, you know
Are
them
you
ones.
paying TV
I
license?
bought it.
Doesn't come.
I bought the yoke.
You have to pay TV license if you have a TV in your home. Like.
That
I don't
doesn't make
know.
any sense to me. That
That
doesn't make
TV
any sense.
license one. Listen, yeah, all I'm gonna say is I was trained to be a vigilant spy ever since I was young, so I know exactly who's knocking on the door by the type of knock and everything. I'm
No, if
not.
you don't
I'm
pay
not saying
TV
I don't.
license,
No, I never
form
said I
of
didn't.
tax evasion, like.
No. Me, I never said that I don't pay TV license. All I know is that I know my mom's knock, and I know who. I know an unknown person's knock. So that's all I'm
Up
Yeah.
knock. You guys know some up knock, bro. Anyway, I don't
Yeah.
own any TV, so I can't say anything about that. So, I'm not.
You know what?
I don't own
Oh,
a TV. In my name, there's no TV. So
Oh, in your name. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
in my name, there's no TV. So
Oh,
I can't.
makes
I think
sense.
You
there's no
still live in
TV in
that.
your
You
house,
still
so
live in that
confused.
same house that they're gonna take your mom and dad to court for not paying things.
I'm
so
so
it's
dead.
still
I
coming
don't
after
pay
you.
I said I don't pay.
Yeah.
I don't have a TV.
I know, no, I'm no, because you're trying to saying that it's not gonna affect you. But if your mom and dad get grabbed, are you not getting grabbed as well?
Guys, did I say they're not paying TV license?
You'll be doing Tracy Beaker, man. You'll be
Yeah.
Guys
I said Tracy Beaker, you know.
Go be singing, I gotta find my own way. He'll be shook, man. He'll be shook.
Alfred.
Nah.
Vio.
Oh, nah.
It's a Vio
Oh
still.
my god. I mean,
Oh,
personally, I
that's a
wouldn't have
gas.
that, but that's okay. You can take that. I wouldn't have it.
My thing is, yeah, what vexes me is that they come with this kind of energy when they knock on your door because they just know they're here for trouble. So I'm just looking at you guys
They
just
know.
like, I don't even want to open the door to you niggas. What'd you say?
You know, because people just don't use TVs anymore. And TVs is just like the thing
God
that people
knows I
don't
haven't
use.
turned on my TV in ages. God knows.
They're trying to make it like, since people aren't using TVs and they feel like there's no reason to pay for a TV license, they're trying to make it as like they're going to get people to pay for laptops and tablets as well. Like,
Share Wheezy.
They're easy, bro.
Nah, bro. Looking at you
No, they're gonna
funny.
find a way to make money off everything, man.
Yeah,
What?
I swear, yeah.
Scooter came out now.
Yeah.
They're saying that needs a license plate. You're gonna get a hoverboard. They're gonna say you need license to ride that thing.
Bro.
I think they already
That's true.
shoot them, man.
I
yeah,
feel like
like
the
it's like a
scooters are gonna
scooter,
do
like,
that soon.
Those scooters are dangerous, bro. I have a friend who went to the accident on that once, man. He went flying, broke his arm and that. Speaking on still.
On a scooter.
Was he
What?
black?
Answer the question, Fredo.
He asked it like that.
Answer the question.
Was he
Answer the
black?
question.
Yeah, he was.
How?
Like,
Oh,
there's no way. There's no way.
White. Yes.
Yeah, come on.
It was very funny when I heard the story. I was like, imagine. Never
Yo,
mind.
brother.
You know we don't break like that. Come on.
This guy's getting some.
I don't even think it's we break like that. It's just because of our household that when we see certain people do certain stuff, it's like, what? Nah, can never.
Don't
be me,
do that.
boys. We just
That's
turn
some white
around.
people shit.
yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you ever look
Yeah,
at them
like-
them documentaries where them man be hugging lions stuff like that, and we're African, we're looking at you like this.
I'm just like,
No, them ones. The tiger is opening his mouth, putting the head in the tiger's
see,
mouth. And all.
I still don't understand things like that. I don't understand.
Nah.
I know Mick doesn't like that one. Mick doesn't like animals.
Yeah, I'm
Mick,
afraid.
Mick is afraid of
Yeah.
bunny rabbits. You know those little bunny rabbits? Oh my god, the guy nearly had a heart attack.
So when you're
in
watching
the
Looney
cinema.
Tunes, you're shook.
Guys having nightmares, man.
Nah, you definitely know. I know you.
Violent.
You can never touch Space Jam 2 then. You can't watch that movie. It's animals. I
Guys
get
gonna
that
watch
still.
that movie with his ma.
Nah, I get that. Like, were you born in Ireland, Mick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's different. I know people that were born in Nigeria, and I say, okay, you know what, that's fair. Because the type of animals there, you don't get a dog for play in that country. The dog is a garden dog.
Different.
So it can be a little poodle, but you're getting flashbacks from Rottweilers back in the day that were just looking at you funny. Then beware of dogs on the compound door.
Oh, stop.
Chased by a turkey in Nigeria, man.
You be chased by a what?
Yeah, turkey.
I was chased by a turkey. I was battling turkeys, man.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
I'm telling you. I think he hates Negroes. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's racist.
Not even goat. The guy said turkey.
Bro, you don't understand. I was armed with a shovel, just doing bap bap bap. It was still coming.
You for Christmas dinner is chasing you. Christmas dinner is chasing you. You're not chasing it.
I chased it after. Don't worry, man. I ate it. I ate it for one celebration. I enjoyed myself, man.
Alfred, you just said you got pressed by a turkey in Nigeria.
I was like, that's bro. How can a turkey press you?
No, bro. Come, let come to Nigeria. Let them reveal a turkey in front of your presence. You'll be shit scared running down the road.
God knows. I
was in South Africa. We trapped a chicken, yeah. But like we kept it alive. We just wrapped its legs. We wrapped its feathers, yeah. But it kept flopping around in the kitchen because there was someone that was meant to come and cut off its head, yeah. But it was just there in the kitchen for hours. We're poking it with a broom, hitting it with a broom. You know what I mean? You know, yeah. But when it came time to like chop off its head, we were there watching it. We said, "Next time you don't flop that face, chop his head."
Nah, them chickens and turkeys be immortal sometimes because you cut off their head and their body's still doing OT bot for like a good 2-4 minutes.
I seen a pig do that. I was shook.
Oh, please, I don't even remember.
Why do they still move like that?
Nah,
I
know.
But humans can do that. If they cut off your head, like I think you have like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, someone literally told me that a few days ago that you still have like you can literally see your own body getting severed off.
I won't lie, blast me right here.
See it.
No, like right say you get decapitated, yeah, and your head's just there on the floor. You can literally be there for a good like maybe 30 seconds watching your body just there bleeding out and your brain's still working and stuff like that. It's not until a few seconds later that you start to black
actually
out.
Makes sense because your eyes would still be sending messages to your brain. So
and everything like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's crazy.
So they just be like, is that my body?
I'll just be thinking. So I really died like this.
Yeah,
I really died like this.
What would your last phrase be before you just black out?
They did me dirty.
Be like, the money is, and then I'll just
scab.
Like, but you don't have no peas though. Not even violating, but like,
nah.
It's created in there making peas. I use making peas and you have stashed. These man are stashing peas.
I feel like that would be a good way to end it. Like saying like the money is under somewhere and then they'll be like, wow.
What would you want that to be your last word? Like
it's funny, man. I don't want to be man.
If you said I need to tell me where the money is, I'm actually fighting you, man. I'm actually going to disrespect your body, man.
I will show it back.
People will break into your house to try to find out.
So your head back. Say finish what you said.
We'll bury you in a ditch, man. If you tell me that, we'll bury you in a ditch. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, Alfredo, what's your last words? You're saying you're disrespecting. What are you gonna say?
I'll say fuck this.
Tell my mom I love her.
Bro, tell your mom, did you love her? Like,
I won't lie, yeah, Bruno, I won't lie. If I talking head is telling me tell my mom I love her, I'm actually not taking that seriously. I have to laugh.
Okay, you laugh at the decapitated head, you're finished.
Like, Bruno, imagine a head looking at you like this. And they say, yeah, you know my mom, yeah, just I love her. Nah, I can't take it seriously.
Like, why would that be your last words? Obviously, your mom knows that. Like, why would you have to say that? I don't know why people do that in movies. It's so like cringe.
Oh, yeah. You don't love your mom. It's because you don't love your mom. Just be honest.
Listen, you guys don't know, but Alfred always has the worst choices when we have scenarios like this. Every single time we have a scenario like this.
Play the game of scenarios.
Because they'll say the most rudest things. Say, okay.
Highly Alfred. Remember when we were doing the whole superhero thing, and we're like, oh, what would you be? And you were like, oh, I'd be like one superhero, and then you had some name that had, you said your name would be natural disaster, but you don't care. You don't do natural disasters.
So basically,
you just
like, on our episode 50, we went around the room and we said, like, because you remember it was during the time where everyone thought black people was gonna get superpowers, right? Back in 90s.
Yeah,
that's another example of social media just getting out of hand. But yeah, keep it stepping.
Yeah.
So then we are going around the room. What would your power be, and what would your superhero name be? And Alfred said his name would be his power would be super speed, and his name would be called natural disaster. And we all looked at him and said, what does that have to do with speed whatsoever?
I don't think.
Listen, if you're running at 50 speed, man, windows are breaking in your presence.
Yeah, but you know, if you do that, then it's not a natural disaster. Like,
Thank you.
It's not natural. Like,
No,
it's on
because
purpose.
I
What the
naturally
mean is
came
that?
from the earth, man. I naturally came from the nature.
Chat
Like,
was.
Child was.
Chat was a lady. What about you? If you guys were, obviously you weren't in the episode, but what would your powers be at that? I think it was like December 26th, something like that. I can't even remember.
To be honest, I would be invincible.
You
Like
believe-
no one could see me.
That's
That's not what
invisible.
Did you
That's
say-
not what invincible.
I thought you said
Invisible.
invincible. I was like,
Oh,
nah,
okay.
this nigga not
Okay,
that
I was about to catch you locking there.
No, that was
Look, yeah,
like-
if the three of us heard invincible, then that's what he
Yeah,
said.
I
That must be what he
heard
said. It's not, we can't all be wrong. Like, we can't all be wrong here.
Man, oh man.
I kind of fuck with teleportation. I feel like I'd be like.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick, man. I think teleportation
Yeah.
would be so useful. Imagine just getting up in the morning, no need for a bus. Quick thing.
But you know what?
No.
That's definitely what I would. Yeah, definitely.
If there was a way to just get rid of Dublin bus and make a better transportation system, that would be a
Oh.
billion-dollar company. I'm telling you right now.
As in,
Because the most depressing times I've ever been in is when I get on that Dublin bus, I'm just looking out the window, and then one
dirty window, man.
dirty
Oh, it's
window.
worse. When it's just a bad day, you get on the bus is smelling like. The bus is smelling.
Bus is smelling. Bus is smelling.
Dog, man.
Bus is smelling.
There's perspiration on the windows. You can't even see outside, man. Yeah.
No, them ones.
Look basically.
Bus is smelling. Bus is smelling. It's empty, and the one guy like hops on, decides to sit beside you for no reason.
Oh my god, that was spaces.
You know them?
Always
You,
my bag on
nah,
the seat, man.
you don't know real pain until it's a rainy day and one person just opens the window. The rain is splashing your face. The rain is splashing your face.
That was.
Violent.
Now that shit's not healthy at all. I can't lie. Actually pisses me off sometimes. So I just say, you know what, I'm taking the train, boys. Or I'll even pay more money to go on bus Erin, because if you guys don't know, I live in Maynooth. So I can use I can take bus Erin or bus Dublin bus, but bus Erin is peace. But at least it's at least I get solitude and silence. So I'll pay that €2 extra if I need to.
You're up there. Oh Lord, you're up there.
Where you all from? Are you all from Dublin?
Nah, I'm from Florida.
Yeah, I'm from Dublin. Hala.
Drogheda, Tala. What about you, Mick?
Wexford.
Right. So you guys. Oh, what was that? What was that tea?
So
What was that? Choco.
so funny, like.
You know, I've never
You're
heard.
not from Loud, like.
Oh, scam.
Oh,
Loud.
Loud. Where's Loud?
I don't know if you know, but like Drogheda's kind of one of like the best. I don't know.
Drogheda. Please,
I've
don't
heard
yell
Drogheda.
about Drogheda.
We
I
know
don't lie.
Drogheda.
I've heard a few
We
things
know
about
Drogheda.
Drogheda. But it's not
I
good
haven't heard
things.
what. I
Drogheda.
don't know Wexford. Is there many black people in Wexford?
Yeah.
That's just sick.
There's a
This one.
few, yeah.
If you guys hear their slangs, it's terrible. It's actually terrible.
Yeah,
I
you
say
say
them
them.
now. I say them now, but they're terrible. I don't know how I got.
Like
because
what
I talk to
slangs?
him a
What
lot.
slangs?
Like, do you know what hopping means? Like, who
What's
you
that?
hop?
As in
No,
like,
what's that?
as in like you as in like you jump
As in like
somebody.
this, yeah?
No, I
What's it
don't
mean?
know.
What does it mean?
Like what? Nick, please just explain.
Mr. Wexford, explain.
Nick, explain, man. You have to back
Mr.
it up, man.
Wexford, be explaining.
You always says it to me
You're
like.
Mr. Wexford, yeah.
Alright, so basically, like we say grulers. Grulers mean I don't know if you know what gruler is, no? Like say like
Griller means a bar. Like
yeah,
he gave
like a
you,
bar.
he gave you a bar. Like
So
You
we
gave me
say,
a
like,
bag.
Yeah, we say like different words.
Gruler.
Like
A vial. It means vial.
yeah, via
a
via-
slag. Yeah, that's what
vial.
griller means.
You'll get you.
Then hopping is just a thing. Like you know how people just like say, "Oh, I'm getting off with this girl. Don't come on my phone." We say like, "Oh, you hopper like you hopper."
You
Like,
guys
That
don't know how to
doesn't
use
make
English again.
sense. That doesn't make
That's
sense
so
at all.
cool.
That doesn't make sense
That
at all.
doesn't
Stop
make
right there,
any
bro.
sense.
You say that, man. You're gonna get
Listen.
sent to Lisa and HR, man.
God, no.
That's all right there.
Nah.
I hope
won't
the
lie.
man.
The thesaurus needs to get touched in Wexford because that's not the word you're supposed to be using for that
It's
situation.
terrible.
Hopper, you know.
People in Westwood live in a different time zone. You know, Mick is
Goodness.
it's 6 o'clock where Mick's live right now.
That
You know, I've used that bar. I've used that similar bar on people that live in Longford. That they don't. They have to use. I said they have to use a VPN to go use Netflix.
Oh my god, Violet.
Wexford is lit, though, cap.
Wexford might be nice to visit, but I don't know if I'd stay there.
White county
Quiet,
people
it's like
slag other
quiet.
county
It's like
people. Y'all
it's
from
like
different counties, like y'all farmers to us Dublin people.
Shit.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's yeah.
it's quiet.
No,
Like it's a nice
it's
place
true
to
though.
get out with your family. Like Wexford is actually so quiet. Like there's not like much stuff. You never see anything going on in Wexford. Like Wexford,
That's
Carlo,
true.
all
Us
these
Dublin
I
places.
people
forgot there's
don't
not many
like that
people they
though.
let you
Us
talk
Dublin people
anyhow,
like
like
the
you work like
active,
top and blue
active
like.
life, like. Us
Like,
Dublin people
It's
like
kind
the
of
active
boring.
life though. Being able to go out and just do whatever, like.
Tuesday. I don't know. I'm just like I'm half white as well. Like see, I'm black, but like I'm white.
What did you say?
You know, like when you're like, you know, like you're white,
Wait,
like
a
Oh, I
coon?
thought
Coon?
I thought he said he was half white, like he was
What did he
mixed
say?
race. I was
He's a
like,
coon?
Wait, what did you say?
no, I said like
I said
you
I'm
know
a
when you're
cool
black, you know when you're
lad.
black, you know when you're black, to like in the white, like yeah, white mentality, like I'm
Yeah,
like,
Mick is a coconut.
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Mix.
He's a coon?
Mick is a coconut. Mick is a coconut.
You shouldn't have said that. What kind of nonsense?
Like,
What's he trying to say?
He said
He
he's
said he's
half
white.
white, man. He said he's half white. His mentality is
He's a
white.
coon.
I didn't say that. No. I just repeated what he said. I'm not back. I'm not taking
He
shots.
said that.
Somebody called Dr. Ilma. This guy is.
I think I have one. Oh no, I don't.
Back who?
Back you.
I beg.
This
Bro,
one.
My
there's
friends
better
love
ways of
coon.
saying it, man.
Hey man,
you
you're again
Look, yeah.
you're opening the white marketplace.
Moira, I know you people always
Mick
come after
loves
other
that
guys
East
for
Coast music,
being white orientated. What about you two?
What you
Bro,
mean?
Chill out.
What did I do? I can't speak for man.
Why were you quiet now?
No, I'm not, because I'm waiting for you guys to come after me. Go say something now.
I didn't say anything.
I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Come, let me ask you guys. Let me bring it to the floor instead of just coming after me. Yeah.
I said no.
Are you more of a coon for dating white girls? Not specifically only white girls, but say if you date a white girl, are you now considered a coon?
Oh my god.
You know,
No,
do you not
only
think,
Mick cancels. Only
do you
Mick
not think
cancels. Mommy, please.
somebody
Mick.
who only specifically for a time in their life only went for white girls is more than coon for a guy who went for black girls, right?
I don't know. Just that question to do with dating and it's just like if you're only a coon if you date white girls and you put black girls down. That's the only reason. To be honest, like you can date white girls if you want. Just don't be saying, yeah, black girls stink. Black girls look like monkeys. Black
And you know what? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I don't know how it is for everyone else, right? But in my year, there was only ever a maximum of 3 or 2 black girls in the whole.
What?
For real.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So then, when you go down the line, you go to college and you get this like plethora of black girls. It actually takes you like a step, like, oh, rah. So you man actually are here. You man are actually here. So okay, makes sense. But at that time there, I don't think you can call someone a coon, but they ain't someone like that because it's like, was the marketplace even there? It was very biased.
True. That's
You
it.
had like one bad encounter, like it's gonna change screw your whole mindset.
But a common joke on this podcast is, my only goes for white girls, business is not. So I just had to clear that up right there. Don't mind.
Yeah,
James, would you rather black or white girls?
I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate.
You're one of them. I don't see color niggas.
No,
I
see color. I just don't discriminate. I don't discriminate.
I won't lie. Where I'm at, where the stage where I'm at now, I actually do feel like I relate way more with a black girl than I would with a white girl, and that's just a matter of preference.
It is all about what you relate to, though. You go for whatever you relate to more. Like.
But then some people actually want to stray away from what they relate to, if that makes sense. They want
they
want something like that. So I get. Sorry, go Fiona.
Recently I started like I don't know. I started watching all these like Korean dramas and everything, and I've just been so interested in all these like Asian boys, and I don't know.
you know, Fiona likes cartoons.
Asian,
boys.
Yes, I love Asian people. I don't want to sound like because
that sounds like fertilization. I won't lie.
That does sound like
fertilization. Because I know when white girls are like, oh my god, I love black boys. I don't want to sound like that, but I actually really love Asian people. Like,
you know, Fiona has a Korean dictionary.
Oh,
what?
Mad.
Fiona has a Korean dictionary. So BTS is learning the language, bro.
Do you like Fiona? Do you like BTS?
Of course, I would.
See,
Them not do too much, but now I fuck with them.
She's too far gone.
BTS is a very, very big band, though.
No,
The
but
Asian
people-
community
yeah,
seems lit. Like I just want to go to like one of those Asian countries because like they just seem like good vibes. You know them ones like.
Listen, yeah, you have to go to the right one because if
Oh yeah,
if
go
I'm
to
being
China,
honest,
you see what happened.
yeah,
That's not for you,
if I'm being honest, if I'm being
Go to China,
if,
you see what happened.
I can't lie.
What
If I'm being honest, there's a few racism. Yeah, there's a few racismo countries in our continent, so you need to be.
You have to embrace him because I was watching this TikTok, and this black woman was basically explaining how like Asian, like BTS management, they basically know that a lot of black women have like a fancy of dating Asian men. They know like black women have a fetishization for Asian men. Some of them get me. So they're now using that data to like sell this any kind of service or like idea that black men, Asian men and black women belong together to like get more women from.
They put them in basketball jerseys and doing basketball in the music videos and stuff. Like.
Exactly, they're marketing directly to black women. That's why when I saw that, I was like, nah, they have.
Fiona got grabbed again.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So with stuff like this, do you actually sometimes just think that? Is this my own thoughts or was I programmed to think like this?
Yeah, them ones. I feel like they've controlled my life to the point where I'm like, did I even like? Was this my idea?
Was this my only idea or yeah, exactly. That's
life,
I didn't know that black girl thing. They actually used it to their. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Because I was seeing it like it was a proper university that was just like explaining it in a seminar, just like showing it to people. I was like, the fuck? Like that's
yeah.
like,
have you seen this TikTok thing now where black girls are obsessed with gingers as well? And I'm just like,
I think it's because people feel like people feel like gingers are the black people of white people because they get
it makes sense.
So
though. I know
that's why they're trying to pair them together. It's a bit spooky.
Gingers are like the whitest of white people.
Imagine a ginger.
That's what I was thinking as well. What?
I mean, it could work.
Imagine a ginger and a black having a baby. Imagine how it would come out.
Pretty come out. Like, come good looking. I like.
Not really. Have you not seen ginger baby? They're just mixed race kids with like. Sometimes they have like really light orange hair. Like.
Give me Kim Possible, man. Give me everything will be fine.
What'd you say, Fredo?
What you say, Fredo?
What?
Why is everybody pretending like they didn't say stuff when I tried?
I said, give me Kim Possible. He's fantasizing over cartoons.
I'm dead. Don't piss me off. But what's everyone's type here? What's you guys' type like in girls?
See, in the age-old.
That's looking left.
James, what's your type?
Why are you pressuring me? Can you stop focusing on me?
But it's a video now.
Well, come on. You need to be able to make me laugh. I need to laugh.
Wait, are you asking physically or personality wise? Like
personality, like you know what I mean?
I'm talking about what are you asking Fiona like?
So ugly.
Now, what Bruno's asking Fiona is like, are you looking for us answer it in the physical aspect or in the
Oh yeah. I heard and I directly ignored it.
Oh.
Wait,
woke guy.
Not to get grabbed.
You don't care about looks, like you don't really care about looks. That's what you're trying to say. It's just about the head.
I mean, if you think so, then yeah.
This guy, man, he's dodging questions.
Okay.
He's dodging questions like Donald Trump, man.
Might just have Joe Biden.
You think you can grab me? Impossible. No way.
That's a challenge, man. We have to grab him before the podcast episode ends.
You can't grab me. It's not possible. You won't be able to. Mick has been trying for months. Hasn't succeeded.
Mick is from Wexford. He's not the same. But no, it's true. Dublin people violate a lot more than like other county people do. Like Dublin people come with pressure.
Yeah, because we can
all of you from Dublin, yeah.
I'm not from Dublin. I'm from Kildare.
Kildare.
I'll
very, very close. You're very, very close though.
He's from Maynooth. That's basically Dublin.
It's in the greater Dublin area.
Nah, it's like 5 minutes drive and you're already in Dublin.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever rep Dublin on this podcast, it's long. Niggas are the first one to say, "Hey, Maiwa, you're from Maynooth, man. Stop talking."
In fact, Mick, what's your type? What's your type? What's your type?
I just have to vibe. Like I don't really have a type.
I didn't ask that.
We asked, what's your type? What's appearance? Appearance-wise, what's your type?
What you like?
I don't look at looks. I just want someone that has like brain a bit, like know what they want to do with their life.
So you like ugly girls, but they're smart.
I didn't ask that though. I didn't ask that.
You like ugly girls, but they're smart.
I'm dead.
No. Okay, so what you like then?
You said it doesn't matter about the looks. You like the brain.
What you like?
That's your question. Answer you. What do you?
The question isn't on me; it's on you, guy, not me.
Okay. If I answer mine, you answer yours.
Okay, you answer yours first.
Say God knows.
I don't say them things, fam. Just say
Look, yeah. Whenever a nigga doesn't want to lie, he always says, "I don't say them things," but
I wouldn't consider myself a liar. I would just say I'm persuasive.
Rah.
that's manipulation 101 right
No,
there.
no. Chill out.
That doesn't mean you're not a liar, though. It just means
That's actually just manipulation 101 right there.
Don't mind them.
Look, it's not the same thing. Hold on, let me look it up. Manipulation.
Fiona, what's your type?
Controlling someone or something.
Like I said, well, anything that I just get along with. But right now, like if I see an Asian guy,
fuck's sake. This guy.
Fetishization. We're talking about realistic.
And is it like any? No, Fiona.
Actually, you know what?
Fiona, is it every Asian person or is it like a certain country?
Nah, that's Korean. I don't like Korean.
Calm.
100%.
I was gonna say because niggas say Asia, but if I put you in front of one Indian brother, you look funny.
You made a list.
Made a list.
Don't be hating on
Wait, let me find the list. I have a list of what I want.
Fiona, it's not looking good for you. It's not looking good for you.
She got grabbed in this episode anyway, so we can at least say that.
Where's my list?
Nah. Because whenever people say Asia, they think of like Korea, Japan, this is not. But niggas forget that India is also there.
India, Pakistan.
So if I say, so if I say, bro, do you like my guy Punjabi?
Aren't you not into Indian girls, no?
Can't be saying things like that.
What do you mean?
James, aren't you not into Indian girls, no?
Who? Me?
You? Yeah.
What's wrong with Indian girls?
James is in here speaking to Bishop now, bro. I don't know who you're talking.
Oh, yes.
Bishop. Let me see your Fiona. I want to see this tier list.
This guy's doing Hackle and Jide, man. Hackle, what was it?
Hackle and Jide,
yeah. Hackle and Jide. This guy's doing it. Double personality on the podcast.
No, not double personality.
Maiwa, what's your type?
I just know how to get out of situations.
My type.
Yeah, bro.
Have to make me laugh.
I'm saying a physical appearance wise.
Physical.
When I said that was an issue.
Appearance wise, yes.
Appearance wise. Relatively like tall for a girl. I'm actually not really into someone that's short. No, not taller than me.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'9". So a girl for me that's like my preference would be like 5'7".
Okay.
The 5'2", 5'1" is not really for me. I can't lie.
That's the count.
Me personally, I found the smallest ones like to chat the most, and this pisses me off. So I just
God knows.
Let me just drink my water.
Like to chat the most. What else? You have to take a joke because I haven't really shown it in this episode. You've maybe seen a little bit, but I like to take the piss a lot. So if you can't take my jokes and you're trying to cancel me, I'm your boyfriend. It's not it.
Why do you say it like that? Almost died.
I can testify. I've calmed down. It's just people still are too sensitive about certain stuff. I'm just like, bro, it's not gonna work out.
My boy Punjabi here, like,
I just mentioned an Indian name. That's not even bad. What you mean?
Punjabi is not an Indian name. That's the actual thing.
No. God knows there's someone named Punjabi that I know.
Who would that be? What's her last name?
I don't think it's Punjabi.
I don't know.
You're a liar.
I don't know his second name. I don't know his second name. But guy, wait, what? What'd you say?
To me?
No, someone said some.
Nah.
No, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, continue.
Of my preferences or what?
What color of skin?
Wow.
Sticky one.
Wow.
Wait, who talking to?
Just like that, yeah.
Talking to me. Calm. Right now.
Alfred, we're coming to you next. Don't worry.
Right now, it's still black.
Just black.
Still.
Me, I found my list. Look how long my list is.
What kind of
put that phone away.
99 lists. Yeah. I got 99 problems with a PJ one.
Nah. It's too long, son.
Wait, is that people like? Is that a preference or what? What's the list?
Yeah, it's just like what, like
there's specifications.
Okay. Name. I didn't. Fiona, I didn't get to see it. So just name the first 5 there.
Okay, so obviously like attractive, 6 foot plus, funny, singer, dancer, bass player, drum player,
What do you
producer,
have in the
director,
notes?
tape.
Like, you're gonna forget, like.
Come on.
How are you forgetting? Like, yeah, basically you have to have a talent, like a musical talent or something like that. You have to
Do you have
make
a musical
money.
talent?
Musical talent.
What? Do
Do
I
you
have
have
a
a
musical
musical talent?
talent?
Funny
it's
enough,
like-
three of us here are all into music.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna start releasing music soon. Mick's a manager, he's a manager, and yeah. So
You think?
who me?
Can you sing?
Yeah.
Can you
Really
sing
good.
an unreleased
sing it?
track for CMT right now?
Fiona,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fiona.
go Fiona,
Exclusive performance.
give me that snippet with you and Ting Josh.
Nah, guys, man, it's not gonna sound properly. No. Well, like, I'm not.
What is scared, man? Okay, then sing it. Sing it live. Sing it live.
No, oh my god, you guys.
Yeah,
I swear the whole episode was trying to get people to be more confident in bringing out their stuff. So
Exactly.
drop it right
We're trying
now.
to promote you on
And
our
then
platform.
I'll add it.
It's not happening.
You'll send it to
It's
me,
not
and I'll just
happening.
add it in between the episode, and people can listen.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alfred, what's your preference?
So I like a girl who's Miles' height. So
Hey.
by mine.
Why did you mention? Wait, what did you say? Did you say me?
Said
Yeah,
you're a short nigga.
Nah. Why would you say me?
Yeah.
That's like me
because-
saying I like a girl with Alfred's body shape. Listen, yeah. I have the guns out. I have the guns out. I told you I'll go. Listen, yeah. Listen, yeah. You poked the bear. You poked the bear.
Listen, yeah. Listen. I'm gonna say that because I actually want to be friends with you after
Okay,
this.
keep
so-
going, Alfred.
I want to be friends with you after this.
Keep going, Alfred. Keep going, Alfred. What's your type?
Listen, yeah. I don't have a strong like skin tone preference, but like if you're
Alfred,
black,
from the history we know of, you seem to go for the lighter shades.
listen, yeah. Listen, yeah. Quarantine has been a transformative experience. I've grown more. I've seen melanin. Let's move on.
You've seen melanin during quarantine, and you're not indoors.
Listen, yeah. When I say melanin, I've seen from international melanin from social media, which is a good positive thing because you get to meet new people through it. Anywho's, let's continue.
So have you been meeting new people?
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is that you're dating these girls in your head through social media. That's what I'm hearing.
Mawa, your head shape is elongated, so don't talk to me about that.
That wasn't a good bar. That wasn't a good bar. That wasn't really a good bar.
Yeah, Fredo.
See the way
From your history so far.
See the way I
you
played.
did.
See the way I
Alfred,
played
you have
on
a
what you
girlfriend.
said. You need to do something like that, Alfred. You can't just say a bar like that. Come on, man. That's primary school stuff, man. Come on, man. We don't do that there in CMTU.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Alfred, you have a
Anyway,
girlfriend?
nah.
Alfred, have you ever gone for a black girl?
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, you started.
Alfred, from the history we know of, we've never seen you with a black girl.
Guy, you don't know everything about me, man. I keep things on down low because I don't want.
Nah, there's no way, Alfred. If you've talked to a girl, we as brethren, we have known. Just don't lie.
No, you can't lie about that, man. Wow. You guys act as if we've been brothers.
So you've been hiding stuff from us, Fredo.
That's really hurt us, Fredo.
Guy, do you not know? Do you not see who I'm with, man? You guys, man. If I just do one small push, you already come out trying to kill me and that. So
Nah,
that's
what
not.
you mean? We're just
Listen,
asking you questions.
We're brethren. We're all brethren here, and we love to know. The man them know them. Them group chats we have, the voice calls. We just they're airing out our problems. So it's very surprising to hear now that Alfred hasn't told us
You've
everything.
been hiding stuff, Fredo.
What do you mean? Like you actually expect me to tell you everything? Do you guys tell me everything?
Yes,
I do.
To be honest, yeah. To be honest, don't be surprised if Fredo likes girls with beards.
Oh.
Oh my god, you're
Wow.
violent.
I think Fiona and Fred would be a cute couple.
Yeah.
Fiona, who?
Alfred
Yeah,
would be a cute
Yeah,
couple. I
he
see
likes
it.
a light shade. He likes a light
Mm.
shade.
I see it.
Guy, hey, colorism. Let's not keep it here, man. Let's not.
Yeah,
keep
I'm-
it
I'm-
here.
I-
The shade that Alfred likes is light.
If you take it like that, that's on you, innit?
That's
The
what
shade that Alfred likes is milk color.
Yay.
Whoa,
Gal said-
guys, these people are just making this propaganda around your face, man. Can't trust
I'm
these
not even
fools, man.
speaking.
Can't trust these fools. Anyway,
Alfred likes
Okay,
him.
Okay, I have not
He
made
likes
any
girls with the
false
same hair as him.
accusations here.
what do you mean, man? You said I like milk. Let's move on, man. Move
James,
from
you
me,
need to
man.
allow that, bro. You need to allow that.
What's happening? There's always mini conversations happening.
Guys, drop the little bars. If you don't hear it, you're not gonna cough. This guy needs to louder.
I didn't hear. There's always little conversations going on I'm not listening to. I need to be more attentive.
That's unfortunate. I didn't say.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. James, stop bullying.
As a final topic, because I think Fiona might wanted to get into the whole council culture nature and.
Yes, inside life.
Let's get into that. Okay, so let's as a first question, do y'all believe in council culture to an extent?
No.
What do you mean by council? First, define it, because everyone has different opinions, different definitions of it.
So for me, council culture is the culture of wanting to basically destroy someone's career over something they might have done in the past or in the present through the power of social media.
I don't know.
No.
To be honest, I don't agree with that definition at all, because
I don't agree with it at all. But go on.
Because a lot of people they think any level of accountability is suddenly cancel culture. Like you had like a governor in the US, yeah. He basically allowed COVID sick patients to enter nursing homes, which allowed COVID to spread. And then when people called him out on it, he said this is all cancel culture. So we can't just be saying that it's about destroying people's career, because a lot of the time it's about genuine accountability. Like if you did something wrong,
so what's your definition for cancel culture?
I feel like people are overdoing it like now, like with just simple little things. It's just like people just make genuine mistakes, and you've probably done worse. And like, I feel like when people are getting canceled for little things, I'm like, oh my god, I've definitely said worse things like that. Like imagine I actually get caught, and like, do you know what I mean? Like it's just I just feel like people are just hypocrites nowadays.
So Alpha, what's your definition then?
My definition is it's basically like when a multitude of people, more likely online, basically call you out on something that you've done that's problematic, or call you out on something that you've done is just bad in some way. The way I dislike it is when it comes after people who don't have a lot of social power, who may have said something off the cuff, very problematic way. Because if it's against a young person, then they don't really know what's going on. They don't know how to present their ideas properly, so they may say something that's just wrong. But oftentimes it comes off against people who are in power, like Donald Trump, like any of that governor I mentioned already, and it doesn't affect them in any single way. They just keep moving, man. So, and oftentimes when it comes against people who've done something like problematic, like I remember another story in US where basically people, bunch of black volleyball girls were kneeling down for national anthem before the game, and then the presenter, he thought his mic was cut off, basically called them all N-word. Do you get me? And then it got caught on the camera.
Guy locked.
Exactly. And then he blamed it on the fact that he didn't have a lot of sugar in his system. So he said it was low on sugar and something like that. And then people say that's cancel culture as well. You get what I'm saying? So you can't.
It just depends, man. It depends. It really depends.
You have to. It's very, very sticky. Very, very sticky.
Wait, what? Wait, he said because he didn't have enough glucose, he was being racist.
Because he gets insulin shots and so on. So he said that it makes him say things that he doesn't normally think.
Oh, please, man, please.
Just anybody who's a diabetic is out here being racist.
Out here being racist.
I feel like it's only getting worse now, because back in the days, I don't know if you guys ever watched the show Boondocks?
Yeah.
Like I've been watching that show, and I'm like, if that was made in 2020, we would never
It's supposed to be getting a new season. I don't know if it's gonna work out.
Yeah. Have any of you seen The Office?
Yeah. Wait, which one? The UK or the US?
The US.
I haven't watched the US one. I've watched the UK one.
That show is hilarious, but I promise you, if it was out in this day and age, it would never survive.
It would never survive. Like when I'm like, oh my god, did he really just they make gay jokes, racist jokes, and I'm just like, nah, people will find that so offensive. I don't find it offensive. I'm like, that shit is actually so fucking funny.
I don't think so, because
people are so sensitive.
I don't think so, because Dave Chappelle, he did his one stand-up show last time. He got flack, but more people were supporting him more than ever. So
really,
yeah,
Dave Chappelle is low. He's an exception. I won't lie.
No, you can't say. But if people are good at what they do, people a lot of people will actually vibe with it. Even people here, if you had the Windows right now, would you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people would watch that kind of shit. A lot of people would watch Office US again. So,
but people get even if they're
good, but when something is released, if they were to release it now, then people would be like, oh, 2021, people are still doing this shit.
Oh, you're bringing down dark-skinned girls in this episode, blah blah blah. I don't know. It's just annoying. I
think you said a few episodes ago that it's usually a small audience of people out there. You said that are talking the most, but it seems like a big amount, and then they pressure someone else to like align with their beliefs. Remember have you guys watched the show Big Mouth on Netflix?
Yeah, I didn't really like it though.
There was one black girl in the show that was voiced by a white actor, and she felt of her own volition of how the culture was then that she decided to step down. Now that wasn't an audience coming actually after her; she was just chilling.
She
But
decided
she
herself
decided
to
to
step
come
down.
down.
Yeah.
But I feel like she knew that, something on her neck that like, if I do this, I don't think it's acceptable. Blah 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 blah. And this
It's
age, I
going
don't think
to
she
come
should.
back and
Yeah.
haunt her.
To be honest,
Yeah.
people want to like it was basically because of the whole BLM nature. Like that's a very like once
See,
a lifetime or like a very like specific situation, specific culture that thing would develop. And plus, she probably wanted Cal because no one called her out for it. No one said
Yeah.
that you have black.
Okay,
You have
so
black
if,
voice actors.
sorry to cut you off there, but if people find something like that offensive, have you ever seen that film? Sorry to bother you.
Nope.
Okay,
No.
so it's of this black guy. He's a phone salesman, right? But
Yeah,
he's talking in his normal black accent, but he's not getting any sales. But then he transitions into using a white accent, and he starts getting a sale. So if people don't have a problem with black people doing that, why do they have a problem when white people does that?
There's no problem. She called.
No. But I mean, like, obviously, I mean, for her, obviously, she decided to step down. But I mean, if it was a thing where black people are like, oh, she thinks she knows black people, talking like us,
Alfred, do you
more
not?
likely that.
No, sorry, James. Finish. Finish. Sorry.
Oh yeah, like they would have a problem with a white person putting on a black voice, but are completely okay when black people do it.
And it sounds a big. She didn't even put on a black voice. Like she just talked like regular.
She did
and
regular.
it was.
And it's I think it is a problem because it's like what's it called, white guilt, that like she felt like as a white person that she needed to step down and not even get her bag because of this, and she was
like. But how can you blame that on cancel culture? Because that's not wasn't the one. She wasn't pressured by anybody. She made that of her own fruition. She made that choice.
No one came after her. I agree with
exactly.
that.
Yeah, but the spirit was already there. Like other people were like already like being like, oh, black characters on TV should be voiced by black actors and stuff like.
So this is her preemptively just stepping down before the mob came after her. I promise you.
But like you in your like argument, you're saying that your arguments relies on the fact that a mob does come after her if she didn't make that choice, and you can't say that because we don't know. And unlike I wouldn't have known about this whole Big Mouth situation if she didn't step down herself.
Well, there are examples where white actors have voiced as black people and people come after them though.
Yeah, why? That's what I want to know. Yeah. Why? I don't agree with cancel culture because they don't think of like they only think of themselves. If it was reverse or the roles were reversed, would you accept that? If the answer is yes, like if the answer is yes, you would accept that, but you give out with someone else and there's a problem. That's why I don't agree with cancel culture whatsoever, because
I want to talk about James' point for a brief minute. So basically, you basically said, why is it that a black person could use a white person's voice and get away with it, but a black person or a white person can use a black person's voice to get away with it? So if it's for acting, and the acting role requires you to use like a black accent, then I don't really have any problem with it.
Is there such thing as a black accent?
There is a black accent. There's like especially in America, like because of the way they've grown, it's very like related to like the southern accent that you have there, and you can know that it's very related. There's very like a lot of slang that you use, like things are bussing or like different types of things that you wouldn't they came from very like African
accent, like, or is that just specific minority that speaks that way? No,
exactly. That's what an accent is, a specific minority.
Why would you name it a black accent though? Wouldn't that not entail all of black people? Like,
no, because in generally if we're talking about a North American context, which is where you're talking about it, then the general amount of black people would have the ability to speak in that way. You get what I'm saying? Then it becomes real. If you speak about the whole world doesn't have a black accent. But if you speak about North America, a lot of African Americans do have a black accent. You get what I'm saying? Because their whole culture relies on the fact that they're black, because they have nothing else. So of course, an accent that comes from black people could be shortened to be just a black accent. If you get what I'm saying.
Okay, so then, like, further your point, then you were still.
So basically, you said like, why is it wrong that like a white person can't use a black person's voice? Well, it's because of assimilation. Because if a minority wants to work or do things in like the wider North American context, they need to assimilate to the whiter, bigger population. That means they need to sound like a white person in order to make the other white people feel comfortable and so on. Because you have a strong black accent and a white person doesn't isn't comfortable around that. They may treat you differently. You may not get jobs. You may not be serviced properly, and so on and so forth. So then a black person being calm. Let me just change the way I think, change the way I speak a little bit, so that they know they think of me as one of the good types. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, which is like a normal thing that I feel we all experience. So
It's true, yeah.
A black person, a white person using a black accent, other than like drama or acting, there's no real context for that unless they grew up in that area. Unless they grew up in a very like predominantly black area, there's no real reason as to why they would need to put on the accent. So often just be some kind of like mockery, similar to like minstrel shows back in the day. They just put it on just because they sound cool, which is what a minstrel show was. Like they would dress up as black people, talk as black people for the entertainment of white people. You get what I'm saying?
But you just but you just gave an exception to comedy and entertainment, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. I'm talking primarily on like entertainment.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Why is it a problem if it's in the entertainment world?
I didn't say it was a problem.
No, I'm not saying that you're saying. I'm not implying that you're saying it's a problem. But I'm saying, in general, why is it a problem?
I don't know.
Like, entertainment.
I would have to see like number of cases because I only see that one case.
I think it's because when, as a black person, especially in America, when you've seen so many stuff from your culture being taken away from you and being used to other cultures, when you see even just something as small as a white actor voicing a black actor, you're like, no, I want to take that and give it to a black person. It's just all about, they want to give black people in, like, I'm trying to like get into their mindset anyway. They're trying to give as many opportunities to black people as possible. So they're seeing this as a white actor taking away a black person's opportunity. It should be a black person doing it. I think that's their mentality behind it.
I hear that, but you see, in the film and like in the entertainment industry itself, every actor has to go through an audition. It doesn't matter your rank or status. Before a film, every single actor has to audition for that role. And it's down to the creators or the writers or the directors to say, okay, I prefer this person taking the role. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And there definitely was black people who auditioned for that role. So like, it's not like they were being biased and they only made like a white only cast and this is not. So the fact that they decided that no, even though she's not black, this person suited this character the most. I think like, and Big Mouth is relatively.
In that case, it was perfect. Like when they changed the voice actor, it was dust after that. It was like, oh, I don't even recognize who this is anymore.
I noticed the big change.
I don't even think it's down to the like if it's your ability to portray that character, you're more likely to get the role than the color of your skin. Like that's what I think, anyways.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyways, it's been a very good episode. I think we should just wrap it up. You guys want to plug any socials? Anything you guys want? Obviously, you want to plug CIE, so I'll let you guys say what you guys want. You know, what to plug and whatnot. One by one. So yeah, go ahead.
All right. Fiona, you go first.
Oh, okay. So obviously, make sure you follow Creating an Era on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, but with a 1. And make sure you check our website if you're interested in anything to do with Ireland. And follow my personal socials, Fiona Solano X. Yeah.
James.
Yo, McWay, should I go, guy?
I want to finish last. Who told
you I didn't want to finish last?
Nah, this James got gas, man.
I want to finish last, guys. Coming after finish last. You have to go, guy.
Follow our Instagram, Creating Air. Our Snapchat is Creating Air. Our Twitter is Creating Air 1.
I just said that though. Like I literally just said that.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm off Instagram at the moment.
True.
Follow me on Snap. We want to make up a doye. And
yeah, Cam, was that so hard?
How's the founder getting bullied by the president? How does that make sense, bro?
What?
How's the founder getting bullied by the president?
I mean, it happens sometimes.
The president bullies everyone. I won't lie. Like he.
Yeah, there's no discrimination, bro. It's everybody that gets it.
I think you need to push him out of the company. Let's be honest, man.
What? I mean, that'd be worse for you if you do that. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, man. You need to get together. Say, what's up? We have an intervention going on. This guy's moving crazy. Take his shares, kick him out, bro.
I'm dead. Now we'll suffer out, James, man.
Do your Mark Zuckerberg type theme.
I feel like James is the enforcer of the group.
What does that mean?
As in, like, say one of you guys fucks up, the first thing you're saying is, "Oh, nah, James is gonna just wreck my head if he finds out this rubbish, man."
James doesn't get involved in things like that. James just
I don't like drama, but I mean, if it's just general bullying, I'm there. I did.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay. At least I know. At least I
The
know.
way you said it, general bullying, I'm there. You always
To
trust
be
me.
in CIE, you cannot be sensitive because everybody bullies each other. But like, you know, that
Yeah.
one's like
You can't
just
be, yeah.
little jokes, slight jokes here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then James,
Yeah.
James, you have anything you want to plug yourself or your own personal
Yeah.
page?
Okay. Fiona and Mick already said the same thing. Carbon copies. I would like to plug my Instagram. What's even my Instagram again? James Phillips
Oh my
underscore.
god.
Follow Bishop Carter as well. That's my other Instagram. Just for a little few things there. Follow this podcast if you're not following already.
Yes.
They were all
My
their
guy.
everything. I don't think I have anything else, but thank you for having us. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man. Big up.
All of their links, guys, will be in the description of this podcast page, so you can just quickly go over there. And yeah, it's been your host with the most, Mayorski.
Your boy Alfred Alliance, Allah.
And Breezy, you know how we do.
And we'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.